One, I met with Joseph the morning of Friday.
Sorry.
Stop.
Before Friday, you fired most of your executive, including your Secretary General. There is a press briefing that you did.
Yes, I did the press briefing. The only letter which you find in circulation was 3 members of the Electoral Commission, which I signed. Yes, at the press briefing, I got a bit riled, and I shook my cabinet.
So it was a slip of the tongue?
No, it's not a slip of the tongue. I'm deliberate in what I'm doing, but let's get back to where we are. One, I want to correct Joseph. These people did not go because I breached the Constitution. I breached the Constitution because they went to court to undermine. Get this thing right. I told you, Bossa went and sued Otunu. That is why it was Joseph Bossa versus UPC. The delegates conference, which was supposed to elect after the district conference, had already been postponed indefinitely. Now, there's a very important issue which Mukasa Bide raised. I am not party to the dispute of Joseph Otieno and Walubiri. Their dispute occurred in December of 2020. December of 2020, I was with Chris Baremusi in the trenches. We are finalizing our campaign. With Chris, we entered Parliament at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been in Parliament together these 4 terms. He's going for the 5th. I'm not going for the 5th.
You're going for a bigger...
I'm going for bigger.
Why are you living
but
in
we've been in Parliament.
Why are you
We've been in Parliament.
Yes.
December 2020. December 2020. We were already, the political parties were all engaged. Presidential candidates had been nominated. Parliamentary candidates had been nominated. Everybody had been nominated. We were campaigning. So their dispute was not to play part in politics. I don't know what they were doing. I'm not party. I say, you people, you deal with your issues. Me, I'm a political animal. In 2020, I was in the campaigns and I returned with results. Then December 2020. December really. December, what political party has an election for president in December? When nominations for presidential candidates took place a month earlier. You're not in the game. And this issue where Joseph says, I want to have manifesto, not, I'll tell you, everybody who is on the ground, your component, you know them for the last 2 years. They are moving around. Joseph and his friend Walubiri are in illusions. They're not on the ground. They've never been on the ground. But they want to paralyze the party, they want to hold the party. Now this issue, I was with Joseph that morning. We talked about UPC. Instigation, he says, I don't talk about, I instigated that meeting, we had the meeting. And I asked Joseph a direct question, he did answer me. Now, my lawyers are known. He knows my lawyers because he dragged me in his case of December 2020. I'm not party to it. He dragged me in his case. He knows my lawyers. My lawyers are not there. But there's a lawyer who said he's representing UPC. And that is where the issue, where it was now granted ex parte. I have not been served. I read that thing after the event. Because I asked, when this first court ruling, which gave me, now Justin Namanya says, I am president. I have been president. As president, I had 3 weeks to the end of my term.
Yes.
And then he says, I cannot be nominated for
the 3rd term.
For the 3rd term. I cannot be the presidential flag bearer. But what job do I have to do? If I have 3 weeks and the court has confirmed my presidency by name, the only thing I can do is to take it back to the supreme organ of the party, which is the delegates conference. And I call a special delegates conference, according to the party constitution, 7 days. At the last moment, where I had a breakfast meeting with Joseph, that afternoon, when I'm preparing for this delegates conference, you hear rumors, and I asked him already. Nobody served me. I don't even know. This court process, he has been crying 4.5 years, he's been in judicial review. Somebody comes with a court case, 5 weeks, poof, it's concluded. Now I'm with him in the morning. That same afternoon, evening, I don't know, an injunction is being issued. Nobody served us. And when you're going in this stage, every election, I get people who come up running to court. But at the end of the day, where is their contribution to the party?
Okay.
On this issue, please, all of us who deal with politics, When I compete with Chris knows I'm competing with him. We're on the ground. We're battling with NRM. But we're being held back. Somebody has an illusion that he's on the ground. He's not on the ground. But there's another issue I want to take on Chris, but you need to remind me on this one. Because I cannot let this one pass. And also you people of UBC. Recently, the Busole hospital was reopened. On UBC, the journalist says, this hospital was built in 1986. I was horrified. This is part of the second 5-year development plan, 66 to 71. I think this hospital on your side, is this Kambuga?
Kambuga.
Yes.
These hospitals are all over the country. They rehabilitated it for $20 million. But as with Chris, when Dr. Malinga was the Minister of Health, we borrowed money to rehabilitate all of them. We only did half of them. Now 20 million. On the Twitter handle of the permanent secretary of Ministry of Health, with a UPZ caption, built in 1986. You people, honestly.
Okay.
You're claiming things which, no.
Honorable.
No, I can probably help him say, yes, there are hospitals which were built under UPC, I think opened in 1968 there.
Most of them late 60s
and
into
that
early 70s.
defines the glorious past of UPC. But UPC can't be a part of the future, unfortunately.
Okay, let me read some messages.
Why do you claim what is ours?
Let me read some messages and
Why
then
do you claim what we did?
please allow me read